60-year-old Gloria Linares from Long Island celebrating a remarkable feat. She's now run a marathon in every state.
Hey.
Wow.
Linares.
Even Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
And she's bragging about it?
Even Alaska?
Well, that was the last one. She finished up the Mayor's Marathon in Anchorage, Alaska this weekend, 4 hours and 20 minutes. She ran her first marathon in New York City, 1978. The grandmother's next goal, run a marathon on every continent.
Well, good luck. She doesn't have much time.
She's
Well, that's not what I meant. There's a lot of places.
she's a retired manicurist.
Yeah.
You know how they make different Monopoly games? No, you know, you get the Beatles
Not
Monopoly,
really.
you get
Different
New
themes.
York Yankees
Sure,
Monopoly.
different themes.
Sure, if you say so.
The latest, AC/DC Monopoly.
Oh,
What do you
cool.
buy?
Well, the game will feature players buying, selling, and trading AC/DC albums and international concert locations. Players will improve their properties with gold and platinum records. The players' tokens that you choose to move around the board with will include a cannon from the song For Those About to Rock, a bundle of dynamite from TNT,
I'm dynamite.
a bell on fire from, of course, Hell's Bells.
Who's the little fruitcake with the schoolboy outfit on?
Angus Young.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but that singer is one of the fastest drivers on Top Gear's
Yeah, he
chart.
did a nice. He did it. Turned in a
Really?
nice
Turned a
lap.
hell of a
Missed that
lap,
one.
yeah.
Speaking of Angus, one of the tokens will also be his schoolboy hat.
That's a little weird. You've got a guy who, he's got to be pushing 65 by now, right?
gotta
He's
be.
still wearing the little shorts.
He looks it too when you see him. His face, oh, old.
Who is the singer? Something Johnson.
Brian.
Brian Johnson.
A British soldier killed
Just
by
me and your Johnson. You and your Johnson.
You, your kids, and your Johnson.
Right.
Not fast enough for that guy, sorry.
a British soldier
Was
killed.
that a real ad?
Yeah.
All right.
Johnson Motorboats since 19 whatever it
Well,
was.
They didn't.
And-
Johnson
engines,
Motors.
Motors. yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I'll get it right.
Motorboat.
British soldier killed by a Taliban bomb in Afghanistan left $161,500 in his will so his friends could go on vacation in Las Vegas.
Huh.
Royal Marine David Hart, who had taken out a $404,000 life insurance policy before he was deployed, stipulated in a letter that in the event of his death, his friends and their partner should travel to Las Vegas for a massive party. In his memory, in his letter, David said he had a great life, had no regrets. He wanted his friends to do something on him. And now, 1 year after his death, 32 friends flying to Vegas to honor his last wishes.
Your friends and your Johnson.
Wow.
That was within the time.
Was
That's
it?
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus, it was Johnson, with the friends. and-
It was? A Chinese man who...
You, your girl, and your Johnson.
That's funny.
Chinese
That's just
man...
funny. The green one or the white one or one of the red ones?
That'd be a white one by then.
A Chinese man who transformed his
Why
own...
do I answer him?
I don't know.
I look at him like he's asking a serious question.
Well, they made them in all sorts of different colors. That's all I'm saying. Little threes or big nines.
Well, the greens were early 50s and the reds were late 50s, and then they got to the whites.
Yep.
A Chinese man who transformed his old Nissan car into a Lamborghini had it confiscated by police on its maiden voyage. Lu Yongdong of Kunming in southwest China's Yunnan province spent more than 10 grand on the transformation, but it was pulled over by police within minutes of taking the sports car for its first spin around the city streets.
Well, he still ended up with a Nissan, didn't he?
Yeah, it's still a Nissan.
A police spokesman said the car is not registered, shouldn't be driven on the road. It appears to have been rather roughly put together. We were concerned it wouldn't meet health and safety standards.
Oh, so it's like a redneck version, right? I'm
Yeah.
seeing lumber.
I saw the picture. It was all spray painted black, it looked like. It was very odd looking.
Wow. What was his name, John?
His name was Liu Yongdong.
All right.
Oh,
Sure
hell
it
yeah.
is.
Well.
The car
Yes, sir, long dog.
the car is currently being held by local traffic officers who will decide whether or not to return it to Liu after a thorough inspection.
And if they do decide to keep it, it'll be great firewood for the policeman's ball.
Right, for the fireworks.
Right.
In Ohio, the Richland County dog warden has charged a Shelby, Ohio man for having sexual relations with his 3-year-old German Shepherd mix. According to officials, Peter Bauer.
That's 21 in dog years.
Next story.
Oh my God! Yeah, I think you're right, Kenny. We'll just move right along.
Oh, you good-looking thing.
Got her up here.
Well, that means that he had to buy her a drink first.
How old was the dog?
3.
Huh?
3.
3. That's 21 in dog.
21
You're
in
right,
dog.
Rook. It's 21 in dog years.
That's what I always say.
It's a legal dog.
You ought to be
Never
ashamed.
saw such big ones.
A man who drank 6.
Realize Kenny just told you ought to be ashamed.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I thought too.
My dog jumped up on my lap and she started licking my pants.
A man who drank 6 bottles of alcohol-based hand sanitizer
Oh my God.
no.
Oh no.
while being treated in an Australian hospital for alcoholism has sparked calls for the antibacterial gel to be better secured. The man will be okay.
It'd be nice if it was better flavored.
Or yeah, if you mixed it with something.
Yeah.
Doctors said in a letter published Sunday in the Medical Journal of Australia, they were stunned to discover the man had downed 6 12.7-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer. He ended up with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.27%. That's more than 5 times higher than the legal limit in Australia.
What would you cut it with, Reavers?
Oh, I was just going to say his colon was cleaner than anything, though. It's pristine.
You got to have at least a lime or something to go with it, don't you?
Officials say the incident highlights the need for hospitals to bolt hand sanitizer bottles to walls so they can only be refilled, never removed, and never drunk. The man, by the way, will be okay. 400 skinny dippers stripped off and plunged into the sea at Rossili Beach in Wales to set a new world record. They braved the cold and tore off clothes shortly before 8 in the morning, ran into the water shrieking. The existing record, 250 naked bathers they have submitted to Guinness
Where's this,
World.
John?
In Wales.
In Wales, John?
Yesterday morning, yes.
A lot of nudity in the news over the
There's a
weekend.
lot
Huh?
of
Here in
nudity
town,
stories.
out in Portland.
Puerto Rican are the same thing as Cuban. I mean, they all are very hot.
I didn't understand.
Neither did I, but I wanted to know what it was.
A 31-year-old Vernon, Connecticut man faces drug possession charges after he allegedly put an ad seeking marijuana on Craigslist.
Attaboy.
Police say members of the statewide narcotics task force took Michael Krebs into custody Thursday afternoon in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant after they contacted him and he allegedly went to pick up pot from them. The Hartford court reports Krebs was charged with possession of less than 4 ounces of marijuana, being held in lieu of $2,500 bond.
Boy, that's rough, huh? No contacts. You got to run an ad. Joe, you ever been out on the East Coast doing a road trip and you find yourself out of weed? What do you do then?
Craigslist.
Yeah, of course.
And a London auction house says a nickel-plated revolver. that
Wait a
once-
minute, though. That's another reason why the classified sections aren't working in the newspaper anymore,
That's
Joe.
right. That's right.
Nickel-plated revolver once belonging to Al Capone expected to sell for up to $100,000. Christie's auction house said the 6-shot police-positive gun goes up for auction Wednesday, owned and used by Capone before his arrest on income tax evasion charges. The gun had then been passed on to Capone's older brother, Ralph, now being sold by a private collector.
I didn't know there was a Ralph Capone.
Yes, there were several. I actually got this from Jordy. He had another brother who was a law enforcement officer.
Really? What was his name? Birdie?
I don't remember. He changed his last name so it wouldn't be Capone, though.
All right.
Was the gun used to kill anybody?
Well, not that we're aware of,
And
Kenny.
the least known
knows?
Capone
Hello?
followed what Mom was going to do and became a dentist.
That's right.
Right.